of their visitors. They'll try the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Morris. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers in green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They're trying to get to him. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that we just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Now on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Ingram. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. Are the Irish going to be ready today?
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
The Wolverines get enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Morris. He finds his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Morris. Quick strike complete. And he'll be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Catch in the middle. It's Darisaw. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, he hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do...
And he intercepts it. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, the DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start the third quarter with the run. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around. And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Using his legs, it's Ingram. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this run.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Morris. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll leave it with him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The running back has it. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Foster. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
The jet sweep pass. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Morris. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your 2nd sack. It's only the 3rd quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Coming after it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To the air. It's Morris. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way through.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll try to do it himself. Got a man. It's their assault. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Here comes the offense on second down. Defense in press coverage. Dropping back, it's Morris. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by the team.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Across the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The run from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Morris. At pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Easy. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 23 to Houston. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Ingram. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great hit.
There's a long and